Hey everyone, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we're going to be talking about main idea and supporting details. So this is so important no matter if you or your child is a third grader like the student I work with today, a high schooler getting ready to take the ACT, or if you or your child is a college student struggling to get through some of those pretty thick, pretty scary textbooks or reading assignments. So I want to know, have you ever struggled with determining the main idea? Have you ever struggled with finding some concrete details or supporting details? If you have, let me know by clicking that like button for me, or maybe even dropping a word down below, just something as simple as me too, or, yes. I want to know so that I know this message is relevant to you. Now I want to introduce myself, guys, so you know who you're listening to, and to give myself some credibility. And the truth is that, again, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. I tutor the ACT, that's one of my specialties, especially the English and reading section. So some of the things we're going to talk about today, guys, are things I have already taught students, especially in the reading section. I also specialize in essay writing and proofreading and middle school math. So if you have a need, I want to talk to you, whether it's here online or maybe on the phone or even face to face. Now, I also want to encourage you guys, before we jump into it, to join my Facebook group, to become a subscriber on my YouTube channel, and even become a follower on Facebook. So the better connected we are, the more I can help you guys. So let's jump into it, huh? Number one, idea. The first thing we need to talk about with main idea, depending on where you are, depending on where your child is with this understanding, the thing you need to know first is definitions. So a main idea, well, it's the main idea, which means it's the idea that is the main, that happens the most. So basically, you read something and the repeated idea, the kind of gist of the story, what kind of seems to be about, that's the main idea. Now when it comes to supporting details, they do what they say. They support the main idea. So basically there's some details, so a little fine information. So whether it's some examples, maybe it's some kind of explanation, maybe it just kind of gives validity to the main idea. So main idea, what the passage, the book, the chapter, whatever is about. Supporting details, they are kind of the extra information that kind of let you know what the main idea is and why. So before we go on to step 2, now that we've got those definitions out of the way, I want to encourage you to join my group. I mentioned it briefly earlier. The link is in the description, also probably somewhere on your screen. So it's facebook.com/groups/A's for students. So anyone that is a student or has a student, 3rd grade and up, all the way up through adults in grad school, would love to have you in the group so I can get you some better reading strategies so you no longer struggle when it comes to main idea and supporting details or reading comprehension in general. So now that you know the definitions, let's talk about some actual ways to find main idea and to find the supporting details. Well, a very popular idea here, guys, is the ice cream cone. So what I mean by that, the cone is the main idea because it supports the ice cream scoops, which are the supporting details. So basically, you have your ice cream cone with the ice cream on top. You're holding the main idea, the main idea is holding the supporting details, whereas you can't really have an ice cream cone without ice cream, so the scoops are the details. Alright, so that might sound kind of childish, but it definitely works for the elementary kids, and I gotta say, who doesn't love ice cream? And if you're a visual learner like I am, having that visual in your mind, let alone actually having the worksheet or drawing out the ice cream cone, makes it very easy to find these things. Now, if you want to make it a little more professional, maybe you're feeling a little anti-ice cream today, I want to encourage you that when you read, look for repeated phrases. So again, my 3rd grade student I worked with last week and even today, we read a story about bees. And literally every sentence had the word job in it. So it talked about the drones, and then it talked about the queen, and then it talked about the worker bees. Literally every sentence said the worker bees' jobs, the drone's job. And so that way we knew that the main idea had to do something with jobs. And then we just had to figure out what the story was about. It was about bees. So it was about bees' jobs. And this kind of goes into my next idea, because not only are you looking for repeated words, you're sometimes just looking for repeated ideas. Now, another activity you can do that might make it even easier for you, depending on your level, again, your child's level, is to look for the words that are in the story, and you can do this as simply as each paragraph, each page, or even per chapter, and you're looking for a category. So if you've got a story about football and it's talking about touchdowns and it's talking about punts and then field goals, and you're seeing all these football terms, well, then you know your main idea has to do with football, because all of those words fit into the same category. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you so much for watching. Just wanted to make sure you knew what main idea was, what supporting details mean, understand this concept of the ice cream cone, because like I said, we all love ice cream, at least in this house we do. And I gotta tell you too, that looking for those repeated words, let alone those repeated ideas, will make every single reading comprehension thing you do from here on out so much easier. And if you're looking for any more tips, tricks, and strategies when it comes to reading comprehension, no matter if it's for your 3rd grade elementary student, or your college graduate student, or even someone getting ready to take the ACT, join my Facebook group. Links in the description. Can't wait to have you in my group so I can help you with your reading comprehension skills. Have a great night, guys.